Have you ever wondered why life sometimes breaks you the moment you finally feel whole? Why the things shatter you, feel both unbearable and sacred? Rumi said, "The wound is the place where the light enters you. The vessel must break before it can receive greater light." Different paths, same truth. The moments that destroy your comfort are the ones expanding your capacity for divine light. We are all vessels, each of us designed to hold a certain amount of light, love, wisdom, and awareness. But vessels can also fill up with ego, with fear, with judgment, control, attachment, and all those, let's not call it negativity, but all those aspects that don't belong. And when the vessel is full of self, there is no space for light to enter. So the universe, in its mercy, not cruelty, cracks it open. It might come as heartbreak, as a dream collapsing, or a betrayal even. Just that quiet emptiness that says, I don't know who I am anymore. This is not punishment. That's expansion. Your soul is outgrowing its container. The breaking isn't actually destruction, it's initiation. But the ego feels the small self and resists, and it screams, no, I worked so hard to build this identity. The ego doesn't understand spiritual architecture. It builds walls, and the soul is there to build your windows. And when the walls get too thick, the light disappears. It's not the absence of light. It's that the room doesn't reveal the light. When the light hides, so we can grow the vessel that we need to earn, let's say, through our faith and not comfort. And in that concealment, we start to panic, which is totally human. But this is what we do, and this is what we need to change. And we feel abandoned. And this is what the mystics knew. When the light hides, it's not gone. It's waiting for you to expand enough to see it again. You know, it's not that just because you can't see it right now, the light is not present. It's like, think of it as night and day. I mean, just because it's night right now, it doesn't mean that the next morning the sun is not going to shine, is it? So have that certainty. In those moments that you feel broken, lost, or betrayed, feel that certainty within you that everything is there to help you elevate. It's not to break you, it's there to help you expand your vessel. Sometimes we learn it the tough way, right? It's like when you have children and they're running around and you can't always control them and say, oh, don't run, don't do this, don't do that, you're gonna hurt yourself. Sometimes they actually need to fall, hurt their knee, just to feel the pain and acknowledge that I need to learn something new in this path or in this activity that I'm doing. Next time I will be maybe more careful, or at least I would learn. How can you learn to walk when you don't fall, right? So don't see the process as something dark. The process is actually what is going to grow you. It's actually the light which is not revealed yet, but is there and will come. And when it comes, I promise you, it's going to be even better than you thought. So ask yourself, where in my life am I clinging to something that's already too small for me or too small for my soul? And there is a saying of Rumi that don't turn away. Keep your gaze on the bandaged place. That's where the light enters you. And I said it last time and I'm going to repeat it again. Write it on a note, on a sticky note. Stick it on your wall and read it each time you see it. Read it, gaze at it, as Rumi said, and be reminded of the light that is going to be revealed. So when your heart breaks, it stops being a container. It becomes a channel. A vessel holds. A channel flows. This is the true transformation. From holding light to becoming the light. Stop being needy and clingy and try to receive all the time. Sometimes we just have to let go. Become the light. Become like the light of the Creator. Become one with the light of the Creator. Don't try to hold on something. Be the light and you attract the light automatically. And there have been times where I have been struggling in my own life. And the purpose of existence is to transform receiving for self alone into receiving in order to share. That's why I actually said, don't try to hold on something. Become like the light. Become like the light so you can share it with the world, share it with your loved ones, share it with other people around you. And once you begin to share, you automatically widen your vessel to receive even more light. And then you don't only enlighten yourself, but you also enlighten others. Rumi said it very beautifully. Let the beauty of what you love become what you do. Together, they whisper, light only stays when you give it away. That's like love. How can you be in a relationship and be happy if you just receive love, but you're not able to give love? It's not going to work, right? The person eventually is going to walk away from you. Your wounds, once healed, become your medicine. Your darkness, once accepted, becomes illumination for others. It's exactly where my story or my journey started, actually. I was in my darkest place. I thought I was in my darkest place. But little did I know that time that this wasn't really my darkest place. It was the best time of my life, actually. I lost my job. So what? I got to spend time with my family. I got to regain my health again. I was so overworked that I collapsed when I lost my job. I got so ill that was my body screaming like, stop, you're overworked. You're giving too much and receiving so little. You also need to take care of yourself. It opened my mind and it opened my soul. I worked on my spirituality and I opened my vessel. I earned so many more miracles to enter my life. Just because I noticed that this is my time to take time for myself, to expand my vessel and to enjoy the moment, not to live in the future and also not to live in the past. This is why I'm telling you, your darkest moments, don't take them as dark moments. There is actually so much light available. You're just not in the mood to see it, or you're just not prepared or ready to see it. Maybe there is too much light even for you to hold because your vessel is not able to hold it. Work on your vessel and illumination will happen to you in any way. So what if your deepest pain was the way your soul chose to serve the world, like I did, right? We just talked about it. It was through my own suffering that I learned how to expand my vessel. Since I've gone through those difficult moments, I'm also able to understand other people and help them in their situations. If I not walked through these different situations in my life, I wouldn't be sitting here right now, being able to talk to you, sharing my experiences. So here's how you move with the breaking. Instead of fighting it, pause when it arises. Don't rush to fix it, or don't try to numb it. Let it sink in. Feel the pain and feel how it makes you feel. Actually, it sounds maybe stupid, but just realize how you're feeling. Acknowledge your feelings. Feel the pain. The light hides so you can find your own source. Become like the creator. Don't be the consumer all the time. Try to create yourself. And by becoming your own source of the light, There will never be absence of light in your life. And while you do that, also ask your mystic questions. What new level of light is this pain preparing me to receive? Transmute pain into purpose. When you use your wound to heal another, the vessel rebuilds itself, wider, deeper, and stronger. Because when you share the wisdom your suffering gave you, you're not longer broken, you're radiant. So next time life breaks you, open up. Don't say, oh, dear God, dear Creator, please make it stop. Say, make me bigger. Every crack is a conversation between you and the divine. A reminder that the light always finds its way. You were never meant to stay unbroken. You were meant to become luminous. I want you to journal. And here is a journal prompt for you. I want you to ask yourself, where in your life is my vessel breaking? And what new light might be trying to enter? Write it down in the comment section. So if you're standing in that sacred breaking right now, if everything in your life feels like falling apart, remember this. You're not being punished. You're being prepared. The light isn't leaving you. It's waiting for you to make more room for it. And when you finally understand that, you stop asking, why me? And you start whispering, thank you for making me bigger. Because that's what awakening really is. Not escaping the pain, but letting it open you for more love, more compassion, and more light. So if these words touch something inside you, stay with me. This space, the modern mystic, is where we remember together, where Persian wisdom meets the language of the soul, where we stop pretending to be perfect and start becoming real, luminous, and grounded humans. Subscribe and share this with someone whose vessel is breaking right now. And come back next week, because the journey is just the beginning. May every crack in you become the doorway for light.